Good morning. It is Thursday. I am actually headed off to an ultrasound this morning for baby girl. For those that don't know, we're due in December, which we found out we were pregnant before I planned all of this. So I wasn't aware that I would need to be big and weeding. However, we're gonna tackle it. So the garden needs to be weeded really bad. So forgive the weeds, but I'm gonna do a little update today on the garden and the deer resistance that we've been dealing with, as well as groundhogs and other little varmints. So I'll show you again what we had kind of done to keep them away, and so far it's working. So I'll show you guys that all in a second. So these are the tomatoes. As you can tell, the deer ate the crowns off of a lot of these guys, so they're kind of stumpy, but that's okay because they're still producing, and I've let them just kind of veer off to the side. So they're still producing. We're still getting a lot of good bugs in here thanks to our marigolds. As you can tell, I do have 5 different tomato varieties in here. Here are some Brandywine, and I've got beefsteak and Romas and large cherries and Rudigers. Here's some Rudigers. You're pretty. These are the cherries. As you can tell, there are some very large cherry tomatoes coming in. Actually, there's quite a few large cherry tomatoes coming in. They're pretty. So we'll get some. I have another bath of banana water that I'm going to be putting on these guys to give them some extra potassium and nitrogen. Hello, cherry tomato. So yeah, the tomatoes are doing really, really good. We do have some zucchini coming in finally. My squash got planted a little late because it was really cold around Memorial Day. So we got some squash coming in. Those are zucchinis. My acorn squash are flowering, so that's exciting. Lots of flowers coming in. And then our cucumbers kind of exploded overnight. We did a banana water bath on these guys, and they just kind of, or I'm sorry, a compost tea, and they just kind of exploded. So I'll try to show you. In between the cucumbers too, I have radish. Oh look, I had a cucumber right there. Beautiful. So yeah, so they just kind of exploded. As you can tell on the other side, there's like lots of flowers, so that's good. When we had the deer jump into the garden, it ate some of the strawberries, so you can tell right there, these strawberry guys, a little smaller than the rest. These are first year strawberries, so I'm not expecting to get too many this year. I am hoping to get a good fall crop out of them though, hopefully. We got a few stragglers. So the Brussels sprouts got infected with a fungus, so we had to pull some of those up, and I planted a late plot of potatoes, so we may overwinter. So we pulled up the carrots in the cold frame, and as you can see, I planted some bush beans. They're coming up quite nicely. I'm pretty happy with that. I wanted to get some more nitrogen back into the garden, into the cold frame, because we have so many root vegetables. Again, sorry for the weeds. The onions are doing good. I did pull up some turnips already and blanched and froze those guys. So that was fun. The Brussels sprouts are doing really good. I'm not expecting to get anything from these guys for a little while, so we'll just kind of hold off. And the mustard greens are still producing, so that's exciting. These are more acorn squash. So yeah, we're waiting on those guys. They're flowering, which is good. I'm excited about that. And the cauliflower are doing pretty good. The deer did eat one, so whatever. We have to deal with it, right? And yeah, so we're gonna get a cover on these guys so that the butterflies don't eat them all up. And my pumpkins are doing really good. Let me see if I can show you inside. So once again, here are the pumpkins. I've got to kind of thin the herd a little bit on these guys. I don't want very many. And if you can hear that crazy high-pitched sound, that is the prevention I put in. It's an ultrasonic, like flashlight kind of thing. So it does seem to work. It's kept the groundhogs and the smaller guys away. So that's kind of exciting. I also still have my pans, which I think scare the deer away. Here's more spinach. So we'll get those all going. What else do we have over here? So these are my bunching onions or green onions. Then my chives and my basils. My basil's doing good. My peppers I'm really excited about because we've got a lot. They finally kind of sprouted. And we've got all kinds of little baby peppers, so I'm really excited about that. I did do a fall crop of broccoli. So in between the weeds you can see the broccoli. Here is some, what are those? Danver carrots, and these are scarlet nates. And then right here are just some more yellow onions for the fall. I'm gonna thin these out, and when you guys thin these out, you can use them as like green onions in salads and things. So that's exciting. I'm excited to do that. And that is about it for the garden.